How's it going, everyone? So just going to quickly show off my Death Guard Chaos list. Macro heavy, close range, alpha strike. It's just about going in fast and heavy, trying to make use of the Void Locust Swarm Cloud, Nurgle specific skill. So whenever something's close to the around the ships within 4,500 radius of my flagship, will receive 10 damage per second ignoring armor, and my allies will be healing 2 hull points. 2 hull points, not that much, but every little bit when you're just running in to try and do close-in damage is important, and that extra damage per second with the build that just lays on heavy rounds of macro fire close range is really just the tipping point to try and do the alpha strike. Next is Stasis Bomb. Stasis Bomb there just to either slow down my prey that's trying to get away or interrupt any reinforcements that come to try and save it. So we're trying to alpha strike the flagship and we're trying to stop everything else from interfering. Next would be a Mission Dispetter, just so that I don't have to be identified. We are going to be boosting all ahead in the beginning and just in general try and get that last ditch effort push, so anything to not get identified during that period. And on piercing ammunition, we're going to be within 4,500 most of the time if we can help it. And the ships we'll be using are mainly Carnages, 6 Carnages including the flagship, and then 2 Idolators. Carnage, great pursuit ship. Even when they're running away, they have a lot of frontal macro and missile weaponry, so we can hunt them down. So yeah, let's see if we can get a game. Oh, rather fast, I like that. So the biggest issue with playing this list is it's very different compared to the standard Chaos factions in the fact that you are not geared for long range engagements. Biggest problem we have with that is any Corsair list that just runs away and would rather capture points. And my personal pet peeve hatred to play against is the torpedo Eldar, because they come in, shoot torpedoes and run away, and this list cannot deal with that. This fleet, at least in my experience, and a more experienced player might be able to deal with it. Necrons I have a better time with. As I said before, this list is designed to alpha strike the flagship, and against Necrons that is amazing. Previously I've had times where a Necron player will run towards me and then jump in and try and do the same to me, not realizing that this is an anomaly among Chaos fleets in the fact that it prefers to take the close range engagement. And with the arm-piercing rounds and the Locust Swarm, it ends up just doing a lot of damage really quickly. I tend to go for the reload stance, and as you'll see, we go all ahead immediately.
Show us our victims.
And we're going to fire forget on
We
that.
stand ready.
We will go at the end there, and we are not going to worry about these. We are going to go straight for the flagship if possible.
Cruising speed set.
So
Moving to those coordinates.
I want to have my line up straight together. I don't like separating them because I want to go in. I want to, if possible, throw boarding actions and lightning strike as soon as possible. Stasis bomb the escape route and void locust swarm as soon as possible to mitigate the damage I took coming in and the damage I'm taking from the close range engagement.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
And also, the closer the ships are together, the more get affected by void locust swarm cloud. So I'm really trying to run a tight knit alpha strike. With other fleets, I may do 2-pronged attacks.
Seized a strategic area.
But in this case, I'd rather stick together, as understood.
Your orders.
So, Necrons are a mixed bag depending on what they want to do. And let's conserve
Cruising speed
this.
set.
So here we see we've got
For the ruinous power!
Giving Necron scouts, we'll see what he wants to do with that information.
Setting course.
Cool. Strange.
Reporting!
We are going to try and run in and kill that flagship as soon as possible. Let us try and disrupt as soon as possible.
Set engines to full ahead. Enemy ship sighted!
Perfect.
Cruising speed set. Prepare my ship, or else...
You have seized a strategic area.
Break them!
And we got to put them on close range.
Enemy ship sighted!
Our entire game plan is going to be devoted
For the War Master! Locking
to
weapons!
getting rid of that flagship.
Show us our victims! One of our ships is gone! Enemy ship sighted!
As you've seen, we take heavy losses going on. We are there to do our job and get out.
Let the
One ship
galaxy
down.
burn.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
And now we are going to try
To the slaughter! Engines hot! Cruising speed set!
and accumulate as much damage as possible
Tear them apart!
on the remaining big ship.
Reporting!
What's happening with our little guy here?
Engines hot!
Just for the sake of it, yeah. So this is something I've seen
seized a strategic area.
very often.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
I don't know, yeah, as this guy says, but I don't know what's happening, but I've just seen a lot of Necron players do this, where they're jumping in with big ships or trying to do some kind of alpha strike, where I get that they may happen, that may work, however, yeah, against the Nurgle fleet it just doesn't work.
For the War Master!
Yeah, I'm assuming he's having a conversation. I don't play Necrons that often, so I can't speak to...
Reporting!
yeah. Yeah, just give me a bit of advice. Or big ship, big games. That's all I see, big ships.
We stand
This
ready!
works well against Tau. Great success against
stand
other Chaos
ready.
factions. Space Marines does well against it as well. Anything that can't get away from that initial alpha strike. Tyranids, depending. The big problem is they jump. If you're fighting against a huge carrier fleet, I find that might be a problem. But overall, in my experiences, it's always, in those cases, just try and get to the flagship as soon as possible, kill their heavy hitters. As you saw, there's a lot of damage output in a short space of time in that initial encounter. You may lose a ship or two, but the output is greater than the receiving damage, I find, in most cases. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Any suggestions? I'm not too sure I'm going to be keeping a mission dissipator going forward. I'm looking into perhaps demonic infestation. As you see, sometimes the ships are in really close range in their initial engagement, blow up, and I'm trying to find a way to maximize that effectiveness within that engagement. So I'm considering trading off the initial approach assistant of a mission dissipator for something that's more concentrated on the actual engagement itself. But yeah, thanks for watching.